Hey guys, Magnus here. I just want to apologise real quick for you TSTO subscribers with all the Walking Dead game videos coming out and the Walking Dead profiles. The Walking Dead game, it's like it's the second to last episode, so don't worry. After the last episode, you'll never see the Walking Dead game again. The profile videos are going to continue. They're going to be like a regular thing on my channel. So I do apologise about that, but you know, it's something I'm interested in, so unfortunately they are going to remain. But I think I've uploaded part 1 and part 2 so far of the game. There is 4 more parts to come, so I do apologise about that, but they'll be over real quickly. I'm going to upload them in the next few days. But I thought I'd just do a TSTO video in between, so you TSTO subscribers, ain't feeling left out. So this one we're going to be doing my top 5 costumes of 2018. So I decided to only do 5 because there really wasn't that many this year, and there wasn't really enough to do 10. And I found this one quite hard to do, actually. I found this harder than characters because the thing with costumes is there isn't really loads I really like that much anyway. And in terms of ones I dislike, we didn't really get that many costumes, so I wasn't really that salty in terms of the costumes we got. But I decided to go through them anyway. So first of all, we'll do some honourable mentions. One honourable mention, that is. So the first honourable mention and the only honourable mention goes to the Rambler. So I quite like this costume. I think there was good things about this costume. I don't think it was perfect. I think, you know, it is from essentially one scene in The Simpsons, so it hasn't really got loads. But then I'm judging other costumes. Like, I'm not judging it on just on what it is appearance in The Simpsons, although that does have some sort of impact. But really, it wasn't really that bad. It had some cool tasks in it. I think the questline was pretty cool, and I like how they tied it into the whole Defender storyline. You know, it came from the Superpowers event, which I'd put as the worst mini-event, but I think the one redeeming factor with that event was the costumes we got. I think both of the costumes were really cool. So the honourable mention goes to the Rambler. Anyway, number 5. Number 5 goes to Outland's Maggie. So yeah, we got another Maggie. We got 2 Maggie costumes this year. We got a lot of Maggie costumes now, so I feel like I'm probably gonna do a Maggie's costumes ranked worst to best soon. Actually, probably we'll see. So yeah, Outland's Maggie. I really like this costume. I think there's some really cool things with this. I think the look of it is really awesome. I think the questline was actually pretty decent, and the the tasks are really cool too. I like some of the animations are pretty awesome. So yeah, I really like this costume. Some people didn't really like this costume, and I can understand why, because again, it is just a 1 episode thing that really didn't play much of a part in the episode. I don't even remember what episode this is from, to be quite honest with you, but I heard people saying that anyway. So yeah, I think in terms of the animations and just how it fitted into the event, it fitted quite well. It made sense that it was added in this event, of course, and I quite liked it. I think, you know, it had some redeeming factors to it. I think it's quite a cool costume. Yeah, so I put that as number 5. Number 4 goes to Mummy Wiggum. So, Mummy Wiggum. This is actually, I never actually got this costume because my iPad broke around the Halloween end, and I tend to just get all that. So I couldn't be bothered with getting all that stuff straight away. So I was gonna be like, I'll get it on the last day. I'll get it, and I forgot to get it. So I haven't actually got this costume. So I had to look up some. I had to go on Ted's channel and look up the costume, and I think I also went on Casey Loves Gaming channel. So I looked up the costume. I saw the quest lines. I saw how it looks. So I have a general idea of what it is. It's the only costume I haven't got. It's the only I've got all the characters now, so it's kind of funny that I forgot to get this costume. But yeah, I think it was really awesome. I think it just looks cool. I think the quests are pretty cool, and the tasks I quite like too. Yeah, I fitted in quite well to the Halloween event. Of course, it was a free costume as well. As long as you completed all the gravesite things, you got this costume, and I like it. I really like it a lot. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a really cool costume for Chief Wiggum. He doesn't really get too many all that often, and yeah, I really like it. So get to number 4. Number 3 goes to Mad Dr. Hibbert. So I really want to do the the Dr. Hibbert laugh now, but yeah, I can't do it. I like this one a lot. So, of course, this one comes from the Halloween episode where he had the island with all the different animals and stuff. So, it made a lot of sense to add it in. Now, we did get it in the zoo event, which I thought was a little weird. It kind of loosely connected to the event, I guess. So, it wasn't too weird, but still was a bit of a weird placement. It should have probably been a Halloween costume, but I'm not gonna complain too much on its placement. I think, the quests, I love the quest line for this costume. I think it's probably the best quest line out of all of them. I think it's really fun. And pretty upbeat, but still pretty. Of course, it is Mad Dr. Hibbert, so it's pretty conniving at the same time. I like the tasks, the animations are pretty cool in this one too. And I think overall it looks okay. It's not like it doesn't look amazing. I think the Mummy Wiggum one probably looks a little bit better, but I think this one, of course, being from a memorable episode and being a memorable part of that episode, I think that is a redeeming quality, and also the tasks and questline definitely bump it up just above Mummy Wiggum. Really, really cool costume. And this actually got nominated for worst costume, not because of me, because of some of the other judges, or one of the other judges anyway. But I really like this one. I don't have anything against this one at all. So yeah, gets number 3. And then, number 2. So, number 2 goes to Emperor Mo. I love this one. Now, this is a costume I've wanted in the game for a while. Of course, it is from the Simpsons movie, which I think kind of puts us a little special. It's kind of special to get this costume because it is from the movie. Now, we have got quite a lot of items from the movie now. We've got most of the characters that played big parts in the movie. There's a few I'd like, but hey ho, can't get them all, I guess. I think this one's really, really cool. So the look, I love the look of this one with the cone and it's great. It's a great costume. I think this one was my favourite up until what took the number 1 spot, and I was pretty sure I was going to put this as number 1 until I saw what the next costume. But I think this one was really redeeming in terms of the Bot Royale event. I think the Bot Royale costumes, at least 2 of them anyway, Outlands, Maggie and this, were really redeeming. I quite liked them. General Bart was actually not too bad either. It just didn't quite make an honourable mention, but it hasn't made the worst list, so don't worry. I haven't put it on the worst list, but it's kind of in the middle there. But yeah, I think the quest lines with this are brilliant. I love the tasks as well. Some of the animations are pretty cool too. It didn't play a big part in the movie, of course. It was just there for a bit. He wasn't like this for ages. He was only there near to the end of the film. He was like this, but I still think it was a really, really memorable costume, a really memorable outfit for Mo. So I was really happy to get this, and I think they did some pretty good things with it, and I quite liked how they incorporated it into the Bot Royale event, although the Bot Royale event wasn't great. But anyway, can we have that drum roll for the number 1, please? Of course, number 1 goes to Iron Lung. And you guys seem to be in agreement with me. Of course, this did get the best costume of 2018, so including the Christmas costumes too. But we didn't get any we didn't get any Christmas costumes in 2018. So the ones from 2017, it was even better than them. So there you go. I love this costume. I think the look is stellar. I think like the way it looks is everything I want from a costume. Just something quirky, something really, something that stands out, because it really does stand out. And I'm gonna compare it to the Shadow. Is it the Shadow King or the costume for Bart? Anyway, I think it's the Shadow King, the one from his video game, the big knight in black armor. I'm gonna compare it to that because it makes the character completely different. It makes the character look completely different, and I think that's what I want. That's what I want from a costume. I want something, I want it to be really, really awesome. I think that this one is unique. It stands out, and it makes Mole Man look so cool. Like he's just going around in this little I don't even know what you call it, like life support system, I guess. Obviously, it's a iron lung because it's meant to be the thing that's helping him breathe. And I think it's just awesome. I think the quests are great. The tasks and the animations are just funny as hell. And I think it's just a hilarious costume. And I think it is the one really good thing about the superpowers event was definitely Iron Lung. I guess that was the one thing I was really happy to get from that event. And everything else I wasn't too bothered about, but Iron Lung I really loved, and I think he's just awesome. He just looks so cool, and how could you not give it to Iron Lung? He's just so cool. I have got no other adjectives to describe it. The cool is the only word I have. But yeah, I think it's a really refreshing costume. Yes, it was donuts, which I guess is a little bit of a negative. If it was free, it'd probably be up there, but in terms of like my favourite costumes overall, this has a chance to be in the top 10, definitely, because I really love the look of it. Look of it. But anyway, guys, that's my top 5 costumes. Tell me what yours are. Give me your top 5, and maybe they'll be different to mine. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.